across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
81, lefty. Here. 657. Go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long.
Down the man inside, down the man. Hey, orbit. Out. Bunch.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
We're going to 54. Wide in. SOS.
The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Sunday. It's our time. He's checking. Grade 15. On the team. It's that. Big ass. Tight guard.
Play action. Now Wentz. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On first down, Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Grade 15.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down. Check it back.
Protein spell. 82. Check 26. Check. Hatchet. Slam. Other side, solid.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, exit. Switch up. Check three. Showing it. Alert three.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Open here, Adam Thielen. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Strip the ball. Here we go. Go to 54.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Cooper again the target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Check. Crunch. Hey, kill. 47. What do you think?
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 9-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be... Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Let's go, baby.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Hey, we're going to 54. Why here? Check 13. Check 13.
Check 4. Check 4.
Back.
Mixon with a first down carry. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Watch safety.
Here we go, 46.
Safety's creeping.
Check 37. Check 37.
Shift.
26.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 43. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, watch it.
They run for it with Mixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Eagles 41-yard line.
Here we go, 4-8.
You get it.
We're going to 54, 1-8. Here we go.
Check 26. He's coming.
Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Prescott from the gun. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Switch it. Check. Lucky. Here we go, 47. 27, Mike 27. Check. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I want that. Give me that 26.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And it's 2nd down.
54, going to 54, 1-8. 26.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Cooper again the target, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down in
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Hey, Haywood! 18, Mike, 18. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch 18.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Even. 4 down, even.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a carry for Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it. Because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, but it'll be 2nd down. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
You got it. You got it.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And again, it's Prescott. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Good. Check 99. Everybody, go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Switch. Hey. Switch. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. We own them. We own them. Check 26.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. Back. Waiting. Kill. Hey, check 24. Check 24. General West. Hey, 57.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw, it's Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they... The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Joe Mixon. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Joe Mixon taking it in as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel their
touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 56 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Let's go. Gun.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check in. Hey, pick your game up. Check 26. Check. Go to 54. Line in. Sweat. 26.
Mixon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. They'll run on first down. Mixon. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Greystone, travel. 82, Hey, wahoo! Here we go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. On second down, here's Barkley. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Eagles, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.